Hello and welcome to our live webinar covering closing the project management gap in manufacturing. Today we'll be covering practical strategies for better planning, forecasting, and change management. Today's session is going to be very informative and we sincerely hope that it can add value. Before we start, we have a few housekeeping items. The session is being recorded. You will receive an email with a link to access the recording, so feel free to revisit it or share it with your colleagues. There will be a Q&A session at the end, so feel free to submit any questions throughout the presentation using the Q&A chat feature, and we'll address as many as possible at the end of the session. We will also be sharing additional resources and a copy of today's slide deck after the session, so you don't have to worry about taking any detailed notes. With that said, let's get started. The agenda for this webinar is as follows. We will commence by describing why project management is central to the success of manufacturing sector operations. Next, we will lay emphasis on the challenges that the firms in this sector face in effectively executing the projects and achieving the goals. After that, we are going to discuss solutions to these challenges. We will also analyze the way forward for manufacturing project management. Lastly, again, there will be a Q&A segment, so all the participants have the opportunity to address their questions in real time.
Awesome. Thanks, Sarah. My name is Trent. I'm a project manager here with Imperium Dynamics, and I will begin by analyzing the importance of project management for the manufacturing sector. Project management is central to the operations of the sector for multiple reasons, and the four main reasons are largely due to ensuring on-time delivery, optimizing costs and resource allocation, improving quality, product quality and compliance, and enhancing risk management and adaptability. Ensuring on-time delivery and reduced delays, project management provides structured planning, timelines, and milestone tracking, helping manufacturers meet deadlines aimed to complex production processes. Additionally, project management is key to reducing costs and ensuring effective resource allocation. This enables the optimal utilization of materials, labors, and equipment. These minimize and optimize the waste and controls budgets through better allocations and forecasting. Furthermore, it improves product quality and ensures compliance. Through risk management, quality checks, and standardized processes, ensuring adherence to regulatory requirements and maintaining consistent output standards. Finally, in regards to enhancing risk management and adaptability, manufacturing projects are prone to volatility arising from factors such as supply chain disruptions, making adaptability and resilience key pillars. The effective project management enables agile adjustments and helps mitigate risk at the onset. Now we get to the crux of the issue at hand. What are the major challenges faced by manufacturing firms in achieving optimum results from project management? The majority of hurdles faced by organizations operating in this ecosystem in respect to project management is that of ineffective resource allocation. Manufacturers often fail to plan time and keep track of resources and achieve optimal levels of resource allocation. They often face over and under allocation. The reason is intensified by supply chain disruptions. Manufacturing projects often lead very often to struggle and skill misalignment and fail to deploy the right resources to the right scope of work, which often leads to subpar outcomes. Inefficient time tracking is another significant challenge when it comes to cost of labor. Time tracking is essential for manufacturing projects. It is the foundation which supports compliance, payroll productivity, and cost controls. It also helps to gauge the productivity levels of resources deployed to various parts of projects. However, many businesses in the sector still rely on legacy, outdated systems for time tracking, such as spreadsheets, punching cards, or disconnected tools, which leads to errors with payroll, compliance, risks, and discrepancies of cost reporting. Manufacturing operations and projects often span multiple sites and span across various departments. Managing this shift through notice boards and spreadsheet leads to coverage issues, KPI errors, and payroll discrepancies. Skip shifts, unintentional overtime, and irregular clock-in practices contribute to increased staffing expenses and diminish employee confidence. Scalability is another area of concern. In this regard, as manufacturers often rely on legacy systems, but a major limitation is that they fail to scale across multiple sites. This issue is especially aggravated when it comes to the growth in manufacturing sites or teams because scaling an on-site premise system implies more servers, more installation, and higher support costs. All of these raise operational costs incurred by manufacturing organization. Ineffective change management is the third thing, and another thing that holds back the success of manufacturing projects. Change is constant in the manufacturing industry, and companies must adapt to change in the scope of projects and have a plan in place to avoid disruptions. However, many organizations lack the systems and procedures required to champion change, and without a structured approach, even minor adjustments can lead to breakdowns. A strong approach to change management helps firms mitigate the associated risks and maintain a foundation for continuous improvements across facilities. Having discussed these challenges at hand, the natural transition has to be towards attaining a solution. So what is the right approach? The need of the hour is deployment of an end-to-end scalable solution. Instead of using fragmented tools for different tasks, manufacturers need a unified system that manages the entire project life cycle. Additionally, centralize of data for visibility is extremely crucial. Overcoming forecasting and resource errors require a single source of truth. By integrated time tracking, resource allocation, and invoicing into one interface. Furthermore, standardize of automated workflows is important. Replacing manual entries with automated processes is the only way to ensure accuracy in high-stakes areas like compliance and vendor payments. So what is the fix? At Imperium, we have built a project management solution using the capabilities of Microsoft Power Platform. This solution helps manufacturers overcome all their pressing project management challenges. It provides comprehensive lifestyle management and optimized resource allocations. From dynamic change management to risk controls and data-driven forecasts, this is our solution.
The Imperium project management solution helps overcome the following challenges associated with the resource allocation and planning. Challenges include traditional planning that lacks clarity regarding personal cost and role alignment, as well as difficulty in adjusting resource plan in real time as project demand evolves. Our solution is Imperium's project management solution, which pre-populates roles, rates, and allows for dynamic iterations. It also is a system-led communication layer that uses configurable email notifications to manage the assignments. The solution to resource allocation in manufacturing project management provides the following benefits. Financial and operational clarity. This ensures accurate budgeting and resource mapping from the initial phase, as well as organizational alignment, which just allows for automated alerts, keeping the workforce informed of any changes, ensuring the right people are always on the right tasks. Another area where the solution comes in handy is in regard to time tracking. Challenges with this include fragmented data from disconnected spreadsheets, which creates disorder, as well as productivity loss caused by employees having to jump between different applications to report times. Imperium's solution is Imperium's project management solution that integrates with Hourly to streamline workflows that digitize time entry processes. It also provides a single structured view for all reporting. This saves valuable hours for staff and managers, allowing a pivot from administration to core production, as well as providing granular visibility. This helps leadership with real-time data-driven insights into resource productivity and project progress. Scalable solution is a top priority for manufacturers in project management, but they face challenges. Challenges include existing manufacturing systems that often fail to scale, becoming bottlenecks as production volume increases, as well as growing operations that typically require expensive new infrastructure or fragmented third-party software additions. Imperium's project management solution provides a flexible platform built to handle increasing data and user loads for any business size, as well as software that automatically adjusts to changing project scopes without requiring underlying infrastructure overhauls. This helps to reduce the operational friction overall, a smooth transition during business growth without a need for manual technical reconfigurations, as well as long-term cost savings. This significantly lowers capital and operating expenditure by eliminating the need for additional software licenses or new tool installations.
As we look at manufacturing change management, this requires an agile approach, and this is exactly what our solution provides. Some of the challenges at hand are manufacturing projects face constant fluctuation that makes informal or manual changes tricky and tracking tricky and risky. Difficulty in manually calculating how a single scope change ripples through the entire budget and timeline. The solution that Imperium has is integrated request and transition system, formalized modifications through built-in change order and change scope requests that merge directly into existing work plans. Automated intelligent features, real-time deviation tracking, and automated impact calculations for financial and scheduling data. Some of the benefits associated are proactive risk mitigation. This helps identify potential cost overruns and delays instantly, allowing managers to pivot before delivery is essentially affected. Project momentum is another benefit that this helps with, ensuring changes are documented and implemented without disruption to the workflow or creating data silos. Now that the question that is raised is, what is it about Imperium's project management solution that makes it stand out? First and foremost, the integration with Microsoft enhances the capability element of the solution as users can stay within the ecosystem. The second being enables real-time reporting and forecasting. It has been intuitive interface and enables review of actual versus projected outcomes. This allows for quick adjustments to stay on track. Thirdly, seamless collaboration is a major benefit. This solution enables manufacturing teams to work effectively with integrated tools, making sure that the project stays aligned with business objectives. Lastly, the solution also facilitates an effective approval process. The tool automates workflows to accelerate project timelines and makes sure that project leads can implement change without any delays. You might be asking, what's the next path forward for manufacturing project management? The shift from scattered manual workflows to an integrated system like Imperium's project management solution is more than just a software upgrade. It represents a move forward towards better operations by using the Microsoft Power Platform. Manufacturers can connect planning and execution. Some of the key takeaways firms are looking to modernize, one being precision over guesswork. Switching from inaccurate forecasting to real-time, color-coded tracking keeps projects on budget and on schedule. Secondly, scalability without complexity. Digital solutions let firms and organizations grow into new locations, larger teams, without significantly raising any of the administrative costs or hardware expenses. Thirdly, empowered workforces. Changing from notice boards and spreadsheets to mobile time tracking reduces payroll errors and increases employees' confidence. Finally, agile change management. An integrated system provides a formal framework for handling scope shifts, allowing manufacturers to adapt to market volatility and supply chain disruption without breaking their existing operational workflows. In conclusion, while the challenges in manufacturing are extremely complex, the solution is pretty straightforward. By adapting automated time tracking, real-time resource allocation, and organized change management, manufacturing organizations can remove past bottlenecks and create a lean, agile base for the future. Imperium solution offers the visibility needed to transition from these operational challenges into competitive strengths.
The floor is open for the Q&A segment. This is your perfect opportunity to gain further clarity. Feel free to ask any questions and have them addressed. But if we have no questions, we can move forward to the last slide. Trent and I would like to thank you for your time today. We hope that you were able, or that we were able to impart valuable information over the course of this webinar, covering closing the project management gap in manufacturing. Again, we thank you and hope that you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.